first glance, the unknown ossuary seal resembles little more than a funerary panel, a decorative object of blackened wood, brass studs, and a plaster skull marked with an unfamiliar symbol. Its dimensions are modest, small enough to be carried underneath one's arm. Its purpose was to mark the site of the remains of the dead. And yet, among all of the objects recovered during my early investigations, this one continues to disturb me deeply. The seal first came to my attention in 1932 while investigating reports of disappearances near the western Irish coast. Local fishermen spoke of an abandoned stone chapel overlooking the sea cliffs, a place avoided after sunset. Villagers claimed that voices could sometimes be heard beneath the floor of the ruined structure, whispering in a language that no one recognized. I, of course, believe these stories to be regional superstition. That assumption changed when excavations beneath the chapel uncovered a concealed chamber lined with funerary stones far older than the structure above it. At the center of the chamber stood this artifact. The skull affixed to the panel bore a symbol later connected to Nemeza, a Slavic being associated not with death per se, but transition. In fragmented folklore, Nemeza was said to sever the thread between one state of existence and the next. Not a god of death precisely, but perhaps of undeath. This discovery made no sense in Ireland. Months later, I would uncover references to nearly identical symbols during a separate investigation in the Carpathian Mountains, suggesting the object, or at least its design, predated the Irish site by centuries. But the most unsettling detail was not the seal's origin, but its placement. The chamber beneath the chapel showed no signs of burial. The chamber gave me an overwhelming impression of containment, not symbolic, but functional, as though the object had been placed there to maintain a boundary between conditions of existence. This artifact was removed under difficult circumstances. 3 workers refused to enter the chamber after the first night of excavation. One claimed he could hear movement behind the stone walls long after the site had been emptied. Certain objects appear dormant only because they are performing their intended function. My lasting fear after all these years is that I interrupted that function when I removed this artifact from the chamber.